My girlfriend's ex texted. She still loves me. If you're still thinking about him, why are you here with me? That was the first thing that slipped out the night everything detonated. I hadn't meant to say it out loud, but sometimes the truth forces its way past your teeth before you can choke it back. It started on a Saturday night that was supposed to be painfully ordinary. Sweatpants, Netflix, the soft hum of the radiator in my Denver apartment, and my girlfriend, Emily Parker, curled into my side like we were modeling quiet domestic bliss. Her hair smelled like coconut shampoo, her fingers traced lazy circles on my arm, and for a moment I thought, damn, this feels right. Then my phone buzzed, not the "someone liked your post" buzz, but the harsh double vibration of a late-night message from an unknown number. I glanced at the screen, and my stomach fell into a cold, hollow pit. Bro, she still loves me. Ask her about prom night. Ask her about the letters. She's just with you because I wasn't ready, but I am now. I read it twice, the words growing heavier each time. I went still, remote in one hand, phone in the other, heart pounding against my ribs. Emily didn't notice until I stopped breathing for a moment too long. When she asked what was wrong, I managed a calm sounding. Got a weird text. You want to see? She shot me a suspicious look, quick, but I caught it. I always catch the small things. She took the phone, and everything in her face changed. Color drained, then rushed back. Her chest rose sharply, fingers tightening. She didn't look confused. She looked caught. That's my ex, she whispered. He's drunk. He does this sometimes. Sometimes? I asked evenly. How would you know he does this sometimes? I don't know. I'm guessing. So you're still in contact with him? Not a question. A fact. She broke into messy, real tears. It's not like that. We just talk sometimes. As friends. Prom night? More tears. It's nothing. We went to prom senior year. And the letters? Silence, heavy, suffocating. She picked at her nails, trapped. We wrote letters in college. She murmured. When things were hard, we promised to always be there for each other. And you still have them. Not a question. Her face confirmed everything. Something inside me hardened, clarity, not anger. I stood, walked to the bedroom, grabbed the navy suitcase she used when she moved in, and started packing her clothes. She panicked. Alex, stop. Let's talk. We are talking, I said quietly. You're in love with your ex. He's in love with you. And you've been lying about staying in contact. That's not true, she sobbed. I love you. Then answer me honestly. Do you still have feelings for him? She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. It's complicated. There it was. The nail, the hammer, the coffin. No, I said. It's simple. I kept packing. You either love me and only me, or you don't. Complicated means you're keeping your options open. That's not fair, it's real. She tried to hug me. I stepped aside. Tried to grab my hands. I moved back to the suitcase. In 20 minutes, most of her things were ready. Where am I supposed to go? She cried. To your best friends. Your parents. A hotel. Or your ex, since apparently you two never really ended. You're being cruel, no? Cruel would be staying with someone who doesn't choose me. By 2 a.m., all her belongings were by the door. Clothes, makeup, laptop, even that ugly ceramic owl she adored. I ordered her an Uber and paid for it. Her makeup streaked down her face as she whispered. You're really doing this? You did this, I said. When you held on to him while pretending to build something with me. I do love you. Not enough. Uber pulled up. I helped load her things. Can we talk tomorrow? When you're calm? I am calm. And there's nothing left to talk about. I closed the door, locked it, and leaned my forehead against it while the silence swallowed everything. The next morning, I changed the locks. $45. Best money I ever spent. The first few days after Emily left felt strangely quiet, almost like the apartment itself was holding its breath. I didn't miss her, not really, but I felt the imprint of someone who used to occupy the space. A sweater string stuck in the couch cushion. A faint coconut scent on a pillowcase. A half-used bottle of lotion in the bathroom I hadn't noticed while packing her things. But none of it hurt. It just felt empty in a way that made more sense than the relationship ever had. I didn't unblock her. I didn't check her messages. The first time I saw the notification count, 23 missed calls, 89 unread texts, I muted the entire thread, blocked her everywhere, and moved on with my morning like a man who'd just taken out the trash. On Monday, the banging on my door started at 7 a.m. sharp. Loud. Angry. Female. I opened the door half-dressed for work, tie in hand, coffee still steaming on the counter, and her best friend, Madison, stormed past me like she paid rent. Do you have any idea what you've done to her? She snapped. She hasn't eaten. She hasn't slept. She's been crying for days. That's unfortunate, I replied, slipping my tie around my neck. Unfortunate? She shrieked. You threw her out in the middle of the night over nothing. Over her admitting she still has feelings for her ex. I corrected. That's not nothing. She was confused. You blindsided her. I almost laughed. I blindsided her by showing her a text someone else sent me? Sure. Madison kept circling the same argument like a broken Roomba. Asterisk, she panicked. She didn't know what to say. You overreacted. Asterisk, but none of it mattered. I'd spent 18 months being patient, gentle, deliberate. So deliberate I didn't realize I'd been walking around tiptoeing around someone else's ghost. 2 days later, her mother called me. I only answered because I didn't recognize the number. Is this him? She demanded before I even said hello. Who? The boy who broke my daughter's heart. Great. Another fan club member. She loved you. The woman went on. She trusted you, and you threw her away like trash. With respect, I said, your daughter admitted to still having feelings for another man. I chose not to stick around and wait for her to make up her mind. She doesn't have feelings for him. She said it's complicated. Relationships are complicated. Not like that, I replied. A marriage counselor couldn't uncomplicate that. The silence on her end crackled. Then she sputtered something about Emily being beautiful, smart, funny, how any man would be lucky to have her. Then her ex will be thrilled. I said. He clearly wants her back. She clearly still has feelings for him. Perfect match. She hung up on me. I considered that a win. Thursday night, however, was the cherry on the insanity sundae. Her ex, *the guy, messaged me on Instagram. A full apology followed by the most pathetic justification I'd ever read. Hey man, sorry about the drunk text. I wasn't trying to cause problems. Sure. And drunk men totally typed full paragraphs about prom night nostalgia and soul-bonded letters by accident. I typed back. Cool story. Interesting she told you we broke up before I even told her exiled belongings to leave my doorway. Almost like she was already updating you on her availability. Good luck though. I blocked him before he could respond. I didn't need to see whatever nonsense he had lined up next. On Friday evening, Emily showed up. Just appeared at my door like a ghost in sweatpants. Hair in a messy bun, no makeup, the look of someone who had cried herself empty. We need to talk, she said. No, we don't. Yes, we do, she insisted. You got a conversation last Saturday. It ended with you admitting you still have feelings for him. I never said that. You said it's complicated. That's not the same thing. It is, I replied. It absolutely is. Her face crumpled, and she started crying again, the kind of crying that folds the body. But I didn't feel the need to comfort her. Not anymore. Because all the missing pieces suddenly clicked into place. The late-night phone face down on the couch. The random mood swings. The sudden distance she blamed on work. The way her voice always softened when she mentioned California, where he lived before moving away. You wanted me to fight for you, I said slowly, realizing it as I spoke. You wanted drama. Pressure. A choice that made you feel wanted by 2 men at once. No, she cried. I needed time to think. You don't need time to think about whether you have feelings for someone else, I said. That answer should be instant. She went silent again. Always silent when truth hovered too close. I closed the door on her for the second and final time. Locked it. Counted the seconds until her sobbing faded down the hall. I should have felt guilty, but instead I felt something closer to peace, sharp, cold peace, but peace nonetheless. At midnight her best friend texted me. You're going to die alone and bitter. I replied. Better alone than second choice. That was the moment I realized something important. Emily hadn't wanted me. Not really. She'd wanted what I represented, security, stability, comfort. But love? Real, committed, undivided love? That she'd given to someone else a long time ago. And she never bothered to take it back. Week 2 rolled in with the kind of chaos that doesn't show up gradually. It slams into your life like a moving truck. I woke up one morning and found an actual letter slipped under my apartment door. 6 pages. Front and back. Emily's handwriting. Neat at first, then progressively shaking near the end like her emotions were bleeding through the ink. She said she realized what she lost, that she was scared of commitment, that she cut him off, that she was ready to be all in, now. Translation? Her ex didn't want the real responsibility of a relationship, and suddenly, I was her plan B again. I tossed the letter. Didn't even finish page 3. Then came the mutual friend's offensive. People I barely spoke to started texting me, all singing the same script like a choir reading from a Google shared doc. She's sorry. She's changed. Don't throw away 18 months over pride. Everyone deserves forgiveness. I asked every single one of them the exact same question. Did she tell you she admitted she still had feelings for her ex? Every time, I got silence. Dead air. Or backtracking so clumsy it almost made me laugh. I blocked 2 of them. The third finally said, "Yeah, if my girlfriend said that, I'd be out too." One sane person. Out of the entire group. Congratulations. But just when I thought the circus couldn't get any louder, Emily's brother called. The guy I'd only met twice, now suddenly playing family ambassador. "She's really struggling," he said. "She's barely eating. She cried through Mom's birthday dinner. She needs closure. Maybe meet her for coffee." I swear the word coffee has never sounded more like a trap in my entire life. "Did she tell you why we broke up?" I asked. "She said it was a fight about her ex." "It wasn't a fight," I corrected. "I asked her if she still had feelings for him. She said it's complicated." "That's not a fight. That's a deal breaker." He went quiet. Real quiet. For the first time, I think he actually heard me. "So you won't meet her?" "No. I'm done." He sighed, defeated. "All right, man. I get it." But the universe wasn't done throwing curveballs. 2 days later, I got tagged in an Instagram post. Well, not directly, but passive-aggressively. Madison posted a photo of Emily looking sad, captioned, "When someone gives up on you instead of fighting for the love you both wanted." The manipulation was so loud it could have been a foghorn. Lucky for me, I had receipts. I commented, "When someone admits they still have feelings for their ex, walking away isn't giving up. It's self-respect." Post deleted in under an hour. The theatrics didn't stop there though. A 1-star review popped up on my company's Google page. "Unprofessional employees who are cruel to women." Nice touch. I reported it. My boss laughed. The review vanished in 3 days. Crisis averted. But the grand finale of the chaos tour happened in the pasta aisle of a grocery store. I was comparing spaghetti brands like a normal adult man, when suddenly I heard my name. I turned, and there they were. Emily. Her mom. Madison. The emotional Avengers. "We need to talk," her mom declared. "No, we don't," I replied, trying to push my cart past them. "Yes, we do," Madison snapped. "You owe her a conversation." "I owe her nothing." Emily's voice broken softly. "Please, just 5 minutes." "You want closure?" I said. "Fine. Here it is. We're over because you couldn't answer a simple question about whether you still had feelings for him. That's your closure. Goodbye." Her mom screeched like I had insulted the Pope. "She loves you." I looked directly at Emily. "Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you don't still wonder what if about him." She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. Exactly like before. Exactly like the night I packed her suitcase. I pushed my cart and walked away. Her best friend yelled after me, "You're going to regret this." I didn't even turn around. For another week, minor harassment continued. Messages from unknown numbers, weird emails, emotional guilt bombs. But then it stopped. Completely. Silence. Not the kind that feels threatening. The kind that feels like a door finally clicking shut. 2 months passed. I started dating again casually. Nothing serious, nothing sticky, nothing that required decoding someone's unresolved trauma. Just breathing room. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't competing with a ghost. Then, one afternoon at the gym, her brother walked by. "Hey," he said awkwardly. "Hey. So, my sister's back with her ex." I didn't react. Just waited. "They got back together about 3 weeks ago. He moved back to town. She said they're taking it slow." "Good for them," I said. "Yeah." He hesitated. "For what it's worth, you were right. She wasn't over him. At all. She spent every day talking about him after you left." "Yeah," I said quietly. "I figured. And she was using you as a placeholder. She didn't mean to, but she did." "I know. I'm sorry we all gave you crap." "It's fine," I said. And honestly, I meant it. But that night, something inside me twisted. Not jealousy, not longing, just the realization that I'd spent 18 months loving someone who had 1 foot in my life and 1 foot in a past she wasn't willing to let go. I poured a drink, let the truth sink in, and for the first time, I felt the weight lift. A few days later, a friend sent me a screenshot, Emily and her ex, smiling together, his arm around her, caption, "Sometimes the right person is worth waiting for." I laughed. Actually laughed out loud. I blocked everything I hadn't already blocked. Her number, her social media, The old photos, the screenshots. Gone. Clean slate. That night my apartment felt lighter. Like I had finally vacuumed out a heaviness I didn't know was weighing me down. Therapy helped too. My therapist asked, "Are you angry?" "No," I answered. "I'm disappointed. In her for not choosing me, and in myself for ignoring what I already knew." She nodded. "Now what?" she asked. "Now," I said. "Now I find someone who actually chooses me. Because here's the truth I learned the hard way. Some people confuse drama for passion. Some people think chaos means chemistry. Some people want to feel wanted by keeping two hearts on a string, yours and someone else's. But real love? Real love is simple. Clear. Immediate. If someone has to think about choosing you, they're not choosing you. I chose my dignity over her drama. And I'd choose it again 100 times. So if you're reading this and wondering whether you should walk away from someone who can't pick you clearly and completely, here's your sign. Do it. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their backup, not their placeholder, not their maybe someday. I'm done with that chapter. Time to write a better one.